All right, welcome back, everybody. Shout out, Jerry. Shout out. Okay, Colton too. Somebody can feel like that.
Who's gonna watch?
Who's Jerry? All right, go see in the comments. All right, so. I know. Jerry, if you're watching, it's all in fun. We're just having some fun. All right, so let's talk about what the exam is going to be like. Okay, there are two sections on Thursday. So this is the semester exam. Really? Okay. Semester exam. Okay, on Thursday, we will be taking the extended response portion. Okay, that portion will consist of 12 questions.
I was expecting to be like, there's 45.
Not the extended response portion. 12 questions, they're various points. Okay, it's not like they're all worth 4 points, they're all worth 5 points. They're all over the place. Okay, totaling up to 55. Okay. On Friday, that's the multiple choice section. It's just going to be a zip grade sheet, you know, just a bubble sheet. So I can quickly grade it at the end there. It's 20 questions. So there's 32 total questions. The 20 questions, they're 3 points each, totaling 60 points. So it's pretty well divided between the 2 days, point-wise, for a total of 115 points possible. Honestly, the points, it could be 115 million because it's all its own category when it goes into the grade book. So it just really is determined by the percentage. Yeah.
If you don't finish the extended response, would you be able to work on it on Friday, or is it just done?
We have decided it's going to be 1 day per section. So like the at the end of Thursday, your extended response is due. Does that make sense? We've kind of divided up. It used to be more heavy on the multiple choice. It used to be like 30 multiple choice questions, but only, I think it was like 8 or something extended response. So we put more problems on the extended response. We kind of took down the amount of multiple choice. We actually decreased the amount of total questions on the exam because it's split up into 2 days, and we want to make sure that you're going to get it done in one period, each part in one period. Yeah.
But is it going to be like our normal class where if you don't finish, you have like a minute and then you're done? Or is it like if we don't have an exam experience, we spend like an extra 5 or 10 minutes if we don't finish?
It's going to be like, okay, you have a couple minutes to finish up, and then it's due. Yeah. Okay, questions about the actual exam? Okay, feel good about that then. All right, let's get our exam review out, and let's just start going over questions. Here's what I'm going to do first. I'm just going to show the key first. So those of you playing along at home, if you need to pause, please do so. And yeah, we'll go from there. Those of you at home, if you want to send in your ornaments, you want to send in a document with your ornament right up. So just attach a picture of your ornament so I have proof that you actually did one, and email it to me. So over these next 3 days, this is what we're going to do. I'm just going to show you the key. I'll answer any questions that you have, and then with the remaining time today, I'll let you work on the second half. Tomorrow, I'll answer any questions that we have, and with the remaining time, I'll let you study, because obviously this is first period. Tomorrow you will be taking some exams, so I'll let you study for those exams. Wednesday is going to just kind of be a review day. I'm not planning anything new. If you want me to generate some new problems over anything that we've done on the exam review, I can do so. But other than that, it's just gonna be up to you to ask me questions, okay? You do not get any sort of note card or anything like that. You don't, it's just, stick to you and your brain. It is full calculator. It is full graphing calculator. So you can plan on using that. Yes.
Number 5, I like it to be most places, but why is it 40?
What was the initial problem?
It was the 5 radical 128.
Yeah, you got to break down.
5 radical. That's not more. Because I didn't see the sign. Never mind.
Oh yeah. So you just had radical 128?
I had radical 128 and then it was 8 radical 2.
8 radical 2.
Yeah, I
Yep.
did multiply it.
What'd you say? Oh yeah. 6 went down. I know. I realized I didn't have enough room to do all of 6. So.
It's really not. No. Okay, wait, so for number 7,
Yeah.
how do you know, it was like the chart,
Yeah.
how do you know exactly which ones are gonna be the X's and which ones are gonna be the Y?
You always assume that either the top or the left row or the left column is already X.
Okay. So I was looking at it, I was like, there's no indication, there's no graph,
Yeah.
how I could exactly, I just wanted to know.
Does anybody still need? Did I pass by anybody? I'll leave 6 up there for a second. And again, a lot of the work, I've kind of, just to condense it, there's steps skipped. So like if you have any questions, you want me to redo any of the problems on the board, please let me know. Yeah.
Number 10 is like the third power.
Yeah.
Like,
Because the original problem was x minus 5 to the third plus 4. So that means the original parent is just the cubic. Yeah.
should we probably remember all of those?
That would be a great idea. And I will also say this, if it is not on the exam review, it is not on the exam. Okay? If it's not on the exam review, it's not on the exam. So,
There's a lot of graphing.
So let me ask you, does it ask you to define, whole, natural, rational, irrational? Did you do that on the exam review? No. Once you get to the chapter 4 stuff, did it ask you to do Kramer's rule? No. So just know that if it's not on the exam review, it's not on the exam.
I thought the defining, when it was like interval notation, I thought that was the defining stuff. I don't know.
No, it's much easier than that. Let me keep scrolling here. Does anybody still need 7 or 8? Okay. Must have done 16. Weird. I don't know why they did that. Excuse me. Sure.
Is there going to be
Go ahead.
on the exam where it's like graph this, or could I graph it by calculator?
You will have your graphic calculator for everything. I may ask you, like the ones where I say, does it open up or down? Does it, like you would have, I could ask you to go through that process where you find all those things, but you'd have your calculator kind of back up your hand.
Okay. So, okay.
Does that make sense?
Oh, man. I got 10. I didn't do that. Wrong. Well, I have a question mark on 4. Okay, that is not the same problem, sir.
Is it not?
No.
This is a key from a while ago. So if any of the problems are different, please let me know.
It says, this, I was so confused, it was 5/6 times 3x minus 1.
Oh, yeah. I just skipped a step. Take a look. So the original problem was 5/6. Oops, 5, that's a 5. I'm gonna do this on the board up here.
That's really nice. I want to bring that right now.
Yeah, really, that's awful. 5, 6, x, 3x minus y is less than 5. Guys, I bet a lot of you tried to distribute in. Yeah.
Oh.
Divide by 5, 6. So you get 3x minus y is less than 5 times 6/5. 6.
Wow.
Now, if you distributed it, it works. That's totally fine.
It just so much more.
You just got some messy fractions.
Tell me about it.
What do you mean? It was just 2.5 minus.
Yeah, then you.
Yeah, what's that?
Is that the final answer? Let me go back here.
Okay, so I got it. Right. So I was doing it.
And there's your 18.
What did I do wrong? Wait, am I? It's helpful to look at the right number of problems
Yes.
when you're looking, yeah. It's like, yeah. Wow.
And you know me with like practice tests to tests, this practice exam is going to be very similar to the real exam. So you should expect to see pretty much everything that you're seeing on the practice exam. Yes, sir.
Could you explain 15?
Sure. Let me go back to the original
I
here.
kind of wanted to, like, no.
No, figure it out. Okay.
No.
Number 15, let g of x be a horizontal compression of that function by a factor of 1/2. Write the rule for g of x and graph the function. So the original function is f of x is equal to 3x plus 5. And so if I want it to be a horizontal compression, remember horizontal compression takes f of x and maps it to f of 1/bx, right? That's the rule for horizontal compression, which means I take the reciprocal of the b value. So if it's a horizontal compression by 1/2, that means this is going to actually turn into a reciprocal of 1/2, 2x. Okay, so that means g of x is equal to f of 2x. So 3 times 2x plus 5. So that means g of x is 6x plus 5. Y-intercept of 5, slope of 6. Steep line. There you go.
We need to write out S of 2x.
No. Does that make sense? Did anybody study through 18? Okay, I'm going to skip it over to the other page. Which ones were decimal?
19.
Oh, yeah.
Way off. I was like, what are you doing? Yeah, I just stopped because I didn't, they were like fractions that were gonna be near this one, so I just stopped.
Yeah, what? That's mean of me on 23 to give you this.
It must be.
Don't do that on me.
Don't do that.
Like,
I agree.
I will just start panicking, be like, fine, if it doesn't.
Yeah, because normally, like, it's supposed to be.
I think you should write it, like, there may be a decimal
There may
on
be,
this
there may be a
question.
decimal line,
Yeah.
a little weak paper.
Just put on the board, be like, these numbers, there could be a decimal, you know? I really appreciate it. Because normally we,
I'm not gonna do that.
we do, we freak out, because we're like, we did something wrong.
I'm like, okay, where's the mistake?
Yeah, normally,
Don't worry, for some reason
normally
I
they
gave
make
up
the
and I
equation
wrote
to, like, actually work out. You know what I mean? You don't think we can,
It's better.
and they do, you know, like, wow, I did that, I just.
Alright, I'm gonna go for I'm gonna do it. Oh, I was.
Wait, I was.
And I'm gonna need to go
Okay, so even if in the, absolute value,
Yeah,
it was -6, -4, you do change that still to a positive.
right, yeah, because the rule is absolute value of x, oops, what the heck is that? X minus h plus k. So you always flip the sign of whatever's in there. So if this was like a x plus 2 minus 4, it'd be at -2 comma 4, or -4, excuse me. But if I switched that to a minus sign, then that would be a positive 2. Remember, the k value is always what it is. You know, you don't switch the k value. It's the h value that gets switched. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, number 22 says, use a graph to solve the system. 4x plus y is equal to 2, and -x plus y is equal to 2. So, I've got my system here for, geez, I can't write today. 4x plus 4 asterisk plus y is equal to 2, -x plus y is equal to 2. So it says use a graph, so that means I'm just gonna plug it in my graphic calculator. But to do that, I need to actually solve these both for y. So that means 4x plus y is equal to 2 turns into, I just subtract the 4x over to the other side. And then I've got -x plus y is equal to 2. I add the x over to the other side. So those are my two functions there, my two equations, my two lines. And I graph. Let's turn our plot off. Okay, so we got -4x plus 2. X plus 2. Hey, like, they both have the same y-intercept. Is that where they cross? They must. I'm going to zoom 6. Look at that. That's where they cross, the y-intercept. So to find that, though, I go second calculate, and then choice 5 is intersect. And then I just hit enter 3 times. First curve, second curve, yes. 0, comma 2. Make sense?
Yeah. On.
Yeah.
After you graph the project, is it just a slope of 1?
Right. It's just a slope of 1, unless I had multiplied, like if there was like a 2 out in the front there, then I would want to run some test points to see what the slope would actually be, how wide or narrow it was. Just like pick a couple points to the right and then reflect them over. The only other time that the slope would change is if I had said like a 2 on the inside. That would be the only other time that it would change.
All right, and then for 21.
Yeah. Take a look. Just an answer there. In slope-intercept form, write the equation that is parallel. Oh, that requires more work. Okay, so parallel to y is equal to 4x minus 7 and passes through point 2 comma -1. Wow, the handwriting is just awesome today, folks. Okay, so I know the only thing that I care about here is that the slope is 4, right? Y is equal to 4x minus, I don't really care, right? The -7 doesn't matter in my in this problem. I only want to find the equation that's parallel to that line, but it has to run through point 2 comma -1. So I've got to solve for b. remember we go y is equal to mx plus b. I plug in my y, my m, and my x, and I solve for b. So I subtract the 8, so negative 9 is b. Y is equal to 4x minus 9. Is that what I had over there? Let me double check. 4x minus 9, yeah. You could have also done that by point slope. You know, once we get to this point, you know, I'm going to review that with my Algebra 1 students later. Remember point slope, y minus y1 is equal to x. Oh, sorry, that's m, x minus x1. And then you put y plus 1 is equal to 4x minus 2. Distribute. Subtract. Take me a 3 to work. Just scrolling down here. I think we're here at 23. There's 23 and 24. I'll solve it. I'll scroll down in a minute. 26. Was it another decimal?
No, it was just a
It was just a big number.
Numbers were just really off.
Just a big number, yeah.
23, I was like, what?
I definitely was like, I did that way wrong.
That's like on a geometry test when like the angle looks really big, but you got like 4 degrees. You're like, wait a second.
The answer for 25 literally just rectangle.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Why did I not
What
graph the
put?
system though?
It's a rectangle.
I was like,
Yeah,
what
but like
did
why
I-
didn't I show graphing the system up there? Let me
I
do-
didn't know how to do it.
Let me show 25 up on the board here.
I grabbed.
Why did I-
What do I write?
It says graph. Why did I just write rectangle? So that's so lame.
Oh, yeah, rectangle, that explains everything.
It explains everything. Thank you. No more information
I was
needed.
oblivious until then, but now rectangle.
I love
I
rectangle.
mean, Pentagon. Triangle. There's 4 times. I didn't know it was, you write pentagon? It was 4 lines.
I didn't,
Joy, what's your 4 lines?
I was really distracted while I was doing this.
Well,
Okay, here we go. So y is equal to 4x, or less than or equal to 4x plus 4. So y-intercept of positive 4, slope of positive 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1.
I didn't write anything.
This solid line. And then I know I want to shade below, right? So I'm shading this way. Let's do this one in red. So y-intercept of 4 and then slope of negative 1/4. Down 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 1 right 4, up 1 left 4. Okay, and I know I want to shade below that. So I'm over here now. I'll do the next line in purple. Negative 1. And then y-intercept of negative 1, slope of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. Ooh, they're getting close together, folks. And I want to shade in here. Okay, so I've got this little, like, and then let's put this one in yellow. Why not? Y-intercept of negative 1, slope of negative 1/4 again. Down 1 right 4. Down 1 right 4. Up 1 left 4. Up 1 left 4. I don't know. Because I had already used green to write them out, so.
Black.
There is my rectangle.
I'm doing this.
I don't want to talk about it, okay?
Oh, that's why you rectangle down.
Yeah, that's why it's a rectangle.
20.
I just wrote rectangle.
Alright, I need lots of work from you.
Right. Remember this problem?
I didn't
I
I
even
do,
didn't like
but
it,
I don't remember how to do said
I
problem.
Okay.
not like it.
Let's just, I'm going to talk through what's there, okay? So let's remember the process. A small, now, know this. these problems are very similar to what's been on the tests and quizzes. So, take it for what it's worth. This should sound familiar. A small publishing company is planning to publish 2 books this month, book A, book B. The publishing cost is $6 for each book A and $8 for each book B. The total cost can be no more than $7,200. The company cannot publish more than 560 copies of. Oh, is it time to go?
No.
Let's keep going.
Keep going, keep going. We have a minute.
I only got 2 minutes. I'll talk through this problem at the beginning of the day tomorrow.
Then I can't study it tonight.
You got the key.
It's not like that.
Wait,
Come on.
you have that graph
Big.
paper stuff?
I mean, you have to finish.
Not, I don't have too many. You have biology.
You know what, probably, I should do that. That's why I said Pentagon. I
Okay.
do that graph paper.
There you go, right there.
I'm taking.
So long, everybody.
Oh, I just got my shoes and stuff.
Man, I was grooving along. I didn't even realize what time it was.